What's up, guys? Welcome to the PITT Game Day pregame. So I'm Mason Spesky, your host. Today we are real briefly going to run through PITT. Sorry about my hand there in the way, but we are real briefly going to run through PITT versus Virginia. As I have the WVU game now on in the background, the Mountaineers currently lead 24-21 with 3:30 left. So sorry if I get a little sidetracked there. I'm just watching that game, but it's definitely interesting. That is for sure. But now let's focus on PITT because that's ultimately who we care about. We don't care about West Virginia. Now, I'm just joking there. It is a fun campus. I mean, I will just say that. It is a fun campus, so yeah. But right now, let's focus on PITT. We care about West Virginia, but let's focus on PITT. So anyway, back to the story now. So let's talk about the Panthers. Last week, unfortunately, we lost to SMU. It was a pretty ugly day all around, unfortunately, but it is what it is. It was our first loss of the season, but, I mean, at this point, look, we lost 9 games last year. 9 games. Most pundits or prediction people or whatever the heck they call them didn't expect us to get to a bowl. Think about that. They didn't even expect us to get to a bowl, and guess what? We're the 18th best team in the country. That's pretty darn good. Heck, even I didn't expect us to be that great. I thought we would be 7-5, which the most optimistic people I heard on Twitter about PITT were saying 9-3. And if we do everything right the rest of the way, we will more likely than not be a 9-3 football team. I saw the potential. If you would have told me we would have been Clemson, which we obviously don't know if we're going to beat Clemson yet, and SMU, I wouldn't have been surprised. We obviously didn't beat SMU. I would have, though, been surprised if we would have beaten Cincinnati, North Carolina, and Louisville. Obviously, we haven't played Louisville yet, so we're not even going to talk about that game. And the Mountaineers just scored a defensive touchdown. That was huge for them. They're probably going to win that game. But anyway, back to PITT. I was shocked that we beat Cincinnati, especially considering how we played. I was shocked that we went into Carolina and won. Now, granted, closer to the game, I wasn't that shocked because Carolina was not the best of teams. But if you would have told me earlier in the year we would have beat Carolina like back in July or August, I would have been stunned. So I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled right now with PITT. So don't sweat the loss. Just focus on beating Virginia and strengthening our bowl position. I mean, a lot of people thought that tonight would be the night that we clinch a bowl game, including myself. It isn't. We already did that a month ago. That's something to be proud of in and of itself. And this is a really good football team. So, I mean, we still technically have a chance at the college football playoff, but I doubt it. If you ask me for my opinion, I just want to go out there these next 4 games, play as hard as we can. 2-2 would be great. But if we could go 3-1 over these next couple games, or next 4 games, or even 4-0, 4-0 gets you in the playoff, more likely than not. But if we go 3-1, I'll be thrilled. From a team that wasn't even supposed to be in the bowl to a team that's like the first 4 out of the playoff, that gives you so much hope and optimism if everyone comes back for next year. So I'm incredibly proud of this PITT team. I think Virginia will possess somewhat of a challenge, but it won't be too bad of a challenge. I feel like the Panthers will win this game by 2 scores. I feel like you see the Panthers tonight that you saw against Syracuse, that you saw some of against Cal, but that wasn't the best game, so we're not even going to talk about that game. I feel like tonight's going to be like how we played against North Carolina, to be honest with you. It was the defense made the key stops when they needed to, but they didn't play 100%. The offense did great, so I think you're going to see a lot of the North Carolina game tonight, to be honest with you. But I think the Panthers win this one. Give me PITT 31-17. That's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you for the post-game, so I hope you enjoyed this. Have a good one. Take care. Stay safe. And as always, peace. See you guys for the post-game, so.